Hey, everybody. Thanks for checking out today's broadcast. If this is your first time checking out my broadcast, my name is Jonathan. Today is day 195 of my 3-year challenge. Again, like I said, if it's first time checking it out, what I got going on is last year I really had gotten to a point where my weight was just out of control. I got up over 500 pounds. And when I started this challenge in November of 2020, it was 519.8 pounds. Since then, I've done a combination of extended fasting and a whole food plant-based diet with no added salt, oil, or sugar as my diet plan when I haven't been extended fasting. Over the course of the last 6 months, I've lost over 175 pounds, pushing 180 pounds, which is awesome. Carrie's checking in here, says happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too. I hope you're having a great day. If anybody has any non-scale victories, I'd love to hear about those. Anything you want to talk about, just hit me up or ask any questions. We had so a couple things. If it is your first time checking out my channel, make sure that you are hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon to turn on notifications so you can get notified when I go live, which is generally 4 p.m. on weekdays. You can also follow me on Instagram. That is at Fasting. That's FAHSTING. And then we also have a Discord, and that is down below. There's a link for the Discord. That should be active for 1 week from the time that I do this video. We actually had some activity in the Discord today. It was great to see some introductions and some new people kind of saying hi and what's going on. I did not, it actually kind of just came in a little bit before the stream, and I've been very busy, so I haven't really had a chance to read through them yet. But I'm going to check those out after I get done here. It's been kind of a crazy day. It wasn't super busy, and then right here at the end of the day, I had a bunch of phone calls right up until I started here. So some of the stuff that I normally, or some of the time I usually spend getting ready, got eaten up by actually having to do my job, which is kind of BS. So, but for me, I kind of a goofy non-scale victory for me today is it's that there's some clothes I'm going to need to get rid of or stop wearing anymore. The shirt I have on is kind of that way. It's getting pretty big. It's still something that is not too big. But as weird as it is that I have some underwear that I had purchased when I was at my heaviest. I had gotten it from the Big and Tall store in town here. And it was it was a few, I don't know, whatever, last year or year and a half ago, but I went there and I purchased some 5X underwear, and so that is way bigger than any pants or underwear that I had ever bought before. They were a little loose as far as the fabric goes, just because of the way my build of my body is. I have really wide like hips, but where I wear my belt line is lower than that. And so anyways, I had these 5X pairs of underwear that they fit. The fabric was a little bit loose, but they fit. I was getting too big or growing out of the regular underwear that I was wearing. And even like I bought that, and then a short time later, or 6 months later, I was at the store again, and I bought some more underwear, but I bought the size 4X, and the elastic wasn't big enough on the 4X, or like rolled down. So it was this weird thing, like they never felt tight but anyways, I had 5X underwear, and I wore them maybe yesterday, or I put them on last night. It was last night when I really noticed it, but I just they just don't stay on. Like the elastic is completely loose. Like if uh the only thing keeping them up is the pants I'm wearing on top of them, I think. And so for my non-scale victory, I guess I'd have to say it is that I am going to have to quit wearing my 5X underwear, which is pretty crazy to say that I was wearing it. Anthony saying hi. Hi, Anthony. I hope everything's going well with you today. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of, yeah, it's that kind of stuff is going to start happening, I suppose, as I lose more weight. You know, there's some shirts that I had given away because I had lost some weight, you know, around Christmas time or right around the turn of the year. I don't know, uh, but yeah, to be actively thinning out some of the bigger clothes out of the circulation. um you know, it's funny, the pants, the black pants that I'm wearing uh in the before photo here, I used to wear those pants all of the time, uh and I have no idea where they're at now. Like they must be in, I don't know, maybe in a corner in the office here or something that I changed and I just never found them again or what. But those would be kind of interesting. You know, I want to find those and have those kind of as the, you know, the pants I wore before I lost all of the weight, I suppose. But yeah, those are, um, I don't know where those are, but I wouldn't wear those anymore. I mean, that's why I switched, or I quit wearing them, or well, essentially that's why I lost them, is because I quit wearing them and started wearing blue jeans and some of the other shorts that I can actually fit into now. And so yeah, that was kind of neat. Like this morning, I went to, because I have multiple pairs of them, and I was gonna put a pair of that underwear on, and I went to put it on, and I was just kind of like, they just don't fit. Like it's just not. Uh, so like I said, it's nice to not have that anymore, or to be, you know, going the right direction and being able to get rid of those clothes that I kind of felt a little bit embarrassed about having uh, in the first place. All right. Let's see. So the weekend, I'm uh, kind of excited, unless Carrie gets on here and starts listing off a bunch of stuff. But this weekend, we don't really have a ton of scheduled planned stuff, which is really nice because the last couple weekends we've been real busy with things with the kids and being out and doing stuff. Carrie's checking in here, says she has a non-scale victory today, and it was that Carrie got her blood work results back from her doctor. Doctor says the diet is really helping with all of the numbers except for the vitamin D, which is pretty common. I think that we had, I might have even mentioned that last week, but when I've had blood work done in the past, vitamin D is kind of a common thing. We are just coming out of the winter where everybody's been inside, plus, you know, pandemic, things like that. You know, getting outside um, as much. And then Anthony's saying, you know, take supplements for vitamin D. Yeah, we have the vitamin D supplements. We have been pretty, I at least am pretty regular with taking the B12, or I try to take B12 a couple times a week. But the vitamin D, I just never think to take. And that was something that I was taking years ago when I lost weight. So that is, um, yeah. So the vitamin D and the B12 are the two supplements that we take. Obviously, Carrie's not taking enough of that. Fortunately for me, I go see the doctor on Monday, and Carrie already got her results in. So I'm just going to pound the vitamin D uh, and, you know, get, so my numbers look really nice for when they do the blood work. And then, I guess, doesn't Sunny D have vitamin D in it? I could just drink a bunch of Sunny D, right? Hey, Caleb. It says my audio is quieter than normal, at least for you. I can pop it up a little bit here, see if that makes a difference for anybody. I can also talk into the mic a little bit more. I've been a little bit relaxed or laid back here. So hopefully that maybe me talking into here helps out a little bit. And Carrie saying, yeah, we have them, but she rarely takes them. She spent the day outside in the sunshine to get some of that vitamin D is what she's got going on here today. So yeah, I am really happy that she got good results from her blood work. She was happy with the doctor's visit when she saw the doctor last week. I think that if I go and I think I can get, because Carrie went, but she hadn't fasted since the day before. I'm not sure what you have to do to get your blood work done, but I should be able to get them to do my blood work on the at the appointment, and then it should be a little bit quicker. I don't have to wait a day like Carrie did. Rob AL, hey, what's going on? Rob is on the Discord a lot. That's awesome. Did you have the juicer? Is that right? Or is that, I'm confused now, or yeah, you've been juice fasting. Yeah, that's awesome. So a little bit of Rob just shared on the Discord yesterday or today that he has been, it was today, that he's been juice fasting for the last few days, and he's hoping to push to 10. So that's awesome. I hope that things are going well for you there. The thing, shredding up heaps of food, right? Yeah, shredding up heaps. So yeah, for me, that's awesome. I think that the fasting is nice, or like doing like juice fast can be nice, for getting some things going, and then, what are you planning on? I know you had said in the Discord, you're talking about doing this for about 10 days. Do you know what you're planning on doing afterwards? After you do that, but, yeah, so it's awesome. Thanks for stopping in here and saying hi. If anybody has any questions, I'd love to answer your questions. I'm just trying to go through my stuff today. Like I said, I'm really excited to not have a ton going on this weekend. I have been feeling really good today. I talked a little bit yesterday about eating a little bit more food, and I definitely took my own advice and ate some more food. The dinner last night was kind of a standard. We usually have it. It's a miso. It's got ramen noodles and all kinds of vegetables in it. And Carrie made it a little bit thicker than she normally does. It actually turned out really good. But yeah, we had a good dinner last night. And then today, had a good amount of oatmeal for breakfast, and been trying to keep myself eating more regularly, or eating a little bit more throughout the day here today. Picked up some snacks. So you're doing, after Bob saying he's gonna do high carb, low fat, durian rider protocol, under 20 grams of fat per day with unlimited carbs. Okay. Yeah, I think I've heard of that, the durian rider. So that's great that you have a plan for what you're gonna do. And because that's a big thing. That's it's having a plan for what you're gonna do next, or by the time, for me, it worked out like, when I went into that fast that I started this with, I didn't have a plan when I, got out. But I knew that no matter what, I couldn't end my fast until I had a plan. Because in the past, when I ended a long fast and didn't have a set, exact plan, then I fell apart. All right. You say you were diagnosed with celiac recently, so you're doing the juicing. because you don't want to miss out on the vitamins. So yeah, the vitamins you need. So yeah, and it's all about just doing something or changing the habits that we were doing, that we had previously. It's really nice that for me, um, I'm starting. I don't know. It's so weird. Like over time, the one of the things I guess I've thought about while eating the last few evenings really, it started, I don't know, 4 or 5 nights ago with the dinner Carrie had made. I can't remember. It had like jalapenos in it, and I kind of said something to her about, does this have salt in it? Because it just tasted like it had lots of flavors, and I think she was, really, celery is the only thing that would have had salt in it or been salty in it. And so I guess, but it's just that my taste buds are getting so, they're so different. They've changed so much. And like the preferences, but like every dinner that I've had for the last 3 or 4 nights, the flavor profile has been just amazing for me. And that is something that, uh, for for one, it's super weird because I'm eating completely different foods than I've ever eaten. So they're not foods uh that that I would normally eat. But yeah, it's just really kind of, I feel like I've, you know, and I'm craving those things. Like I want to have a spinach salad, and I want to have the miso, or the chickpea, and that red bean. She made like a red bean thing yesterday or 2 days ago that was really good. And so I'm starting to get those, crave those things and not crave other things, or want, um, and the fast definitely, I think, has sped the process up. But now that I'm, 5, 6 months into eating this way, it's really starting to become, just the way I eat, and it's really nice that when I'm at home and I get hungry, I go and I grab an apple or a banana or something, uh, that is not a bag of chips or microwave popcorn, or something that's just going to be a crazy amount of calories. Then it's going to tear me up. So yeah, it's been, it really, I mean, it has taken 6 months for me to sit here and really say I'm starting to enjoy the foods. I've liked the food we've been eating, and we've had these salad dressings that I've really enjoyed. But like overall, sitting down to the meals and eating, it's so much more satisfying. And I talked to Carrie about it a lot when I'm the last couple nights. I've mentioned it, I guess, is that like I wish I could taste this food 7 months ago and then compare it to how it tastes to me today. Because that's one of the jokes that one of the doctors at the True North Clinic makes, is that they had a patient come in and they had him eat some of the food that they serve there, which is whole food, plant based, and he was complaining about how awful the food was. He fasted for a couple weeks, and then they fed him the same food, and he had a completely different reaction. He was like, "Oh, this food's way better than that stuff you fed me a month ago." And or whatever, a couple weeks ago. And they're like, "It's the exact same food." And so it's tough. um and like I would, when I first got off the fast, I know I was frustrating to Carrie because she was working really hard, and I was eating these foods, and I was still trying to, get those pleasure satisfactions that were never gonna, uh, they were never gonna happen, And so, I would eat a little bit, and then I'd be like, "Oh, I don't know, it's too much of that same flavor. I don't want it anymore." And now it's a lot better. Carrie's saying that she loves it. There's so many flavors we would never have eaten before, and you appreciate the taste of all the grains and vegetables so much more than we did before. Yeah, there's a yeah, it's the salt and things like that just kind of level the flavor or taste things out, or they all kind of makes it taste similar. So uh Gold Bear, greetings from Germany, love watching your videos, that's awesome. Yeah, the greetings from America uh to you. Thanks for checking out my videos, that's awesome. The I lost my train of thought here because there was something I was going to talk about. Oh, yeah. So last night, me and Carrie have been, when we don't watch our trashy TV shows like the Real Housewives or the Real World MTV mom stuff, we're watching health stuff, right? But we had kind of gotten into a thing where we watched What the Health, and then that same guy made the Cowspiracy documentary, and then we started watching the Seaspiracy documentary last night, and we didn't get through much of it. We had stuff with the kids and some other things planned, but Gary says, "Don't out me." Yes, on the trashy TV shows, but we started watching Seaspiracy, and it's crazy. I mean, it's whatever. It's one of those things where it's almost like, how can we even manage to keep up with what things are with what's going on now? I mean, there was some really awful, sad scenes. I talked about the Cowspiracy. There's a scene where the guy has ducks that one of them was going to be dinner that night, and they kind of show that. There's like a scene in that movie where they're killing dolphins, and that is pretty awful too. I mean, but it's just like, I hope, it's nice that we're not contributing to it. And the thing about those, like, it's, yeah, I don't know. It's the, they talk about, the things you can do to help conserve and help save, but as long as people are eating fish, the amount of nets and fishing equipment that is going to be in the oceans, but so yeah, but we didn't get through the whole movie. We only watched a little bit of it. And it's kind of sad, I suppose. But and it's hard to watch those things too, and because I know that 6 months ago or a year ago, I would have listened to some of those stats, and I'd have been like, oh, but you're lumping this in, or I would, and now I watch it with kind of different glasses. I'm seeing it with different colored glasses, and so it is yeah, it's just something that is crazy. We'll probably watch more of the documentary, but I'm a little bit documentaried out. I need to watch something fun. We watch Mitchell's versus the Robots. Now that's a fun movie. If you haven't seen that and you have kids, even if you don't have kids, Mitchell's versus the Robots is a good movie. So, let me see if I have much else here today. There's not, we're really, like I said, I'm excited to not have a thing tomorrow morning. I do have to come into work and do a couple things, but I think I do. I'll check into that. But we had concession stands at a local thing the last few weekends. We don't have that, and I had meetings last weekend too. So it might actually mean that we can get some yard work done too, because I've been falling behind with that, getting the yard work done. So that and the weather should be nice for that. Let's see if I have any other notes. I don't really have a whole lot here for today. So I'm probably gonna get out here. Farmers market sounds more fun than work. Yes, I was joking with Carrie about the farmers market. I might have to go to the farmers market by myself tomorrow. Leave Carrie with the kids. You know how that works. Yeah, I'll have to look and see if I have anything fresh veggies. Yeah, it was really cool going down. It'd been a while since I'd been to the farmers market, so it was nice to go down there. Um, I really didn't know what I was looking for, and I don't know that they had a lot of, I saw a lot of asparagus, I saw a lot of rhubarb and stuff, but I didn't really pay attention for other stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna have a good weekend. I will have a doctor's appointment on Monday, so I will have at least talked to the doctor before I come back and stream on Monday. Um, Hopefully, she doesn't say that I'm doing something wrong. I don't think she will. I think that she'll be excited that somebody's actually losing weight. I think that's a good thing. So, um, if you guys haven't already started your diets, get started today. There's no reason to wait. Whatever you're, you know, waiting for, if that happens again next year, you're gonna go off your diet for it, or are you gonna stay on your diet? So why wait? Just get started today. And it's great to see the people on the Discord talking about their diets. Bob, that's awesome that you're doing such a great job with your juicing. Um, I know you had got that juicer and you were really working at that. So I'm excited to hear how you do through the weekend here, and we'll see everybody on Monday. Talk to you later. You have a great weekend too, Gold Bear and Anthony. All right.